If you ain't got a dream, you ain't got nothing. A lot of niggas changed on me when I got money. Say it come with the game, and this what I wanted. So I'ma hustle like the first time I got fronted for the love of the green and the love of the team. Put together.
Good morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. The time is about 6 AM right now. I'm trying to keep my voice down because my family and my parents are still sleeping in the adjacent rooms, but basically the agenda for this video is to sort of take you through the week of exam season. It's the final exams. After that we can finally rest, at least for a couple of days, until we begin our intensive period of the clinic, which runs from, at least for me, it runs from November 8 all the way to the end of November. It's about 3 to 4 days a week of clinic, and during that time we have to get all of our clinical competencies. Anyways, first off, the agenda for today is I have to take my car to Holden. I have to take it to the dealership and drop it off. I've diagnosed a problem with it. I already know what the problem is, but they have to do their own diagnosis and then fix up my car. So it has been running a little bit rough, but then we come back home and hopefully get some study in. So I'll take you through sort of the exam season. I hope you enjoy it.
So as you can kind of tell, get in there. As you can kind of tell, the car's not running right. I'm not sure if you can tell, but anyways, the car's not running right, so got to get that fixed up. I think it sounds like a catalytic converter's blocked or something like that, so we're going to get that fixed up today. But normally my car's much louder because, I'm not going to lie, I usually put a couple of washers between the rear muffler and the centre pipe to get a little bit of noise, create an exhaust leak essentially to get more sound, but we have taken those washers out and it's all tight and fixed. So the car's really too quiet for my liking, but you know, when you're taking it back to the dealership, obviously the car has to be completely mint and stock. Police! Police! So that's why we returned it back to the original condition. Basically the car's kind of vibrating a lot, doesn't sound too right. There's my Jason mask and my heartbreaker sort of Surikawa, they call it. But anyways, yep, just gonna head to the dealership now and drop the car off. The time is 7:15 and I booked it in for 8, so I'll get there early. But anyways, gonna go to the dealership now. So the thing about my car is that it's super low, so I've actually got to go sideways over speed bumps, but like this one, and then yeah, some people get pissed off about that, but what can you do? Just having a little bit of fun, eh? So I don't know if you can see, but basically got to check engine light.
All around me are familiar faces.
So right here, should I go turn left? I turn right, sorry, but got to check engine light, which is not a good thing to have. We're just going to nurse the car to the dealership and hopefully we get there in one piece. Alright, so back in my room now, just going to get into some study, but we just dropped off the car and hopefully that will be all good. I'm going to pick it up at about 5 PM. Anyways, just going to go over some treatment planning and communication because that's the exam that's going to be on the Friday, which is in 2 days time. And then I might go over some endodontics or some pathology, depending on what's sort of low effort, low energy work, just to sort of get into the swing of things, get a little bit of momentum for the day. And yeah, so just going to be starting with a little bit of that treatment planning and communication. Let's do it. Righto, so just done my first 25-minute set
I'm doing the sort of Pomodoro studying technique, 25 5-minute break, 25 5-minute break, and then a longer break after the third set, I believe. But anyways, just did some oral health assessment, just reading over the notes. Gonna go through, basically read through the whole of my notes, and then after that I'll start to sort of do some practice responses to past questions, and then we'll probably change up and do a different subject, have some lunch, and then pick up the car in the Arvo. But yeah, gonna continue on with it. Righto, so I've just been doing up some practice responses to practice questions. I've got like a compilation of different questions from the upperclassmen, but basically a recommendation of mine, if you're sort of feeling under the pump, you know, there's not much time to the exam, and this is coming from a serial crammer such as myself, but basically the universities typically have a pool of sort of like a pool of questions, and they'll take a sample of those questions and put it into the actual exam.
Keep it a secret.
So basically my strategy is to answer as many practice responses or as many practice questions as I can, because the likelihood is that some of those that I prepare will end up on the actual exam. So that's just a quick recommendation. Obviously this depends on what university you go to, but certainly the case with my university is that if I practice and if I respond to a lot of practice questions, it would definitely benefit my performance in the exam. Righto, so as you saw, the time is 11:15. Feeling pretty hungry now, so probably going to head downstairs, grab something to eat, and then I'll come back upstairs and continue on with the study. Holden haven't called me yet with regards to the car that's getting fixed up, so I'm probably going to be picking up the car at 4 p.m, but we'll just get some lunch and then we'll study until then.
Hi. Hello.
Righto, so we're back upstairs now. I am about to get on to changing topics. I'll probably go over some endodontics now. I've had enough of TPC, which is treatment planning. Got a refill coffee. Basically now just going to be writing some more practice essay responses to some endodontic questions, and we'll see what we get up to. Alright, so man was studying and we got some bad news. Got a call whilst I was studying, and basically Holden told me that they can't fix the problem because it's not a warranty issue. They found out that the cats had melted on me. Now they're going to whop me with a mean $400 diagnostic fee. That's a massive L. The solution is simple. The solution is in my backyard. I actually have a spare set of catalytic converter pipes, but I'm probably just going to bash out the ones that are already on the car, free up the exhaust flow, and go pop, 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 pop. Not the greatest news, but you know, you win some, you lose some, and today we copped an L, but hopefully we don't cop an L in the exams coming up. So let's get back to the study and focus. That was some really bad news, but not much we can do about it. Righto, so just another reminder, don't put a brake on the other aspects of your life. There's certainly time to balance, you know, everything you want to do, whether that be exercise, you know, a little bit of video games, reading, or whatnot. Certainly I found that out in first year. I found out that you didn't have to spend 24 hours, 7 days a week at your desk in order to get good grades.
Yo, are you dumb?
My grades sort of stayed the same between first and second year. Second year I started to do more stuff like exercise, gym, and then third year obviously I've been doing gym and exercise, running on the treadmill and playing a little bit of football. Been doing a little bit of tutoring this semester, so you know, it's no excuse. Just because you're in exam season doesn't mean that you have to put everything on hold. Certainly remember that you have to balance everything, but there's definitely time for you to sort of have a little bit of time to yourself to pursue whatever you want to do outside of dental school.
Rightio, so dinner's done, exercise done, picked up the car, not the best result. But anyways, just thought I'd explain sort of the examination agenda for this semester's exam season. So basically we have 4 examinations. We got ICP Part 1, which is Introduction to Clinical Practice, ICP Part 2, Treatment Planning and Communication, and Oral Pathology and Medicine. So basically ICP split up into 2 parts because the first part will be mainly endodontics, which is what I'm most concerned about.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
And then the second one will be a full year's worth of pharmacology content. Then we got OPM, which is meant to be a full year subject, but for some reason it was condensed into a semester. Basically, treatment planning communication, which consists of communication as well as the treatment planning portions. So that's the exam agenda. Just got to prepare for it, get mentally prepared for it, and hope for the best result in the end, and then enjoy the summer holidays.
Righto, so the time is 7:30 a.m. right now. It is the morning of the treatment planning and communication examination. Basically, the exam is going to be invigilated, so new information. The exam will be invigilated. We're going to have to log on to the computer at 1:35 p.m. and then the exam starts at 2 p.m. It's going to consist of 3 sections. So you've got your treatment planning, you've got the communication, and you've got pediatric care planning. Yeah, so it's 45 minutes for each section. Right now, for the morning, we're just going to be reading over some notes, reading over my responses to past exam papers, and fingers crossed that we can get a good result and be one step closer to enjoying a nice summer holiday. So let's get started for the morning. You know, got your trusty coffee. Let's get started. Righto, so the time is now 1 p.m. We are just half an hour away from when we are supposed to log in to the exam. I will probably just kick back now and watch some NFL, and then I'll probably clear out my desk a little bit to make sure it's not too distracting. And I'll probably restart my computer one more time because my computer's a bit dodgy and it freezes every now and then. So I really do hope that the computer doesn't freeze during the exam as it did in semester 1. And we'll check in after exam. Fingers crossed we do well, and we'll see you on the other side. Righto, so as you could see, we just got out of the treatment planning and communication exam. Found it pretty brutal, to be honest. I was a bit pressed for time in sections A and B, which were communication and adult treatment planning. The pediatric section, I had plenty of time, but the content was a bit difficult. So definitely areas of focus in future, but probably the only other comment was that I found it a bit odd knowing that I was being monitored and recorded. You know, I didn't really know where to put my eyes, didn't know where to put my hands.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
It's just a weird feeling knowing you're being recorded, but glad that it's over now and can focus on the next few exams. But for now, just going to relax for the rest of the day and pick it up probably tomorrow. I have a couple assignments, so I'll probably have to go over those a little bit tonight. But as for the study, going to leave it for a day and we'll pick it up tomorrow. Righto, so the time is now 8:45 and the OPM exam will begin at 10 a.m. Then we also have an OSCE at 1 p.m. Let's see how we go. Feeling a little bit sore from yesterday's gridiron training, a little bit sore in the wrist. I think I jarred it around, and a little bit sore in the legs, but it's alright. Anyways, you know, cue the Rocky music, and fingers crossed we can smash out this exam. Almost at the end of it. Righto, so that's 1 OPM exam down. The time is 12 p.m. right now, so we will have a quick lunch and then get prepped for the OSCE exam, which will begin at 2 p.m. Let's see how we go. Righto, so it's a new day now. It is the day before the pharmacology exam. Thank goodness. It's almost over with the exam season. Just one more to smash out. Right now, just going over the pharmacology lecture slide, simultaneously doing some pharmacology past exam questions because again, you know, that's the best preparation I can do. So basically in this exam, we got to answer short answer questions, medium answer questions, and there's also a prescription writing section. So the exam's 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I am going to write a couple practice prescriptions as the questions, as I will show you just here. Right, so as you can see here, the exam paper will have a section basically asking you to write a prescription as such. So that's something that we've got to prepare for. Rightio, so the time is now 3:15. We've been sort of labouring away at the past pharmacology exams throughout the whole morning and the arvo. Pretty challenging, not looking too good for tomorrow. Been, you know, spamming a lot of this therapeutic guidelines book, coming in clutch and all that, and doing practice prescriptions, but man, it's really taking longer than I expected, and it is a whole lot of dense content to go through, and I don't know if I can really commit it all to memory. But anyways, I've got another 2 hours until I sort of decide if I want to go to gridiron training, so we'll keep labouring away at it and see where we get up to. Rightio, it is the morning of the pharmacology exam and feeling excited to get it over and done with, but yeah, I'm just done with I'm done with school, so I just want to get it over and done with, and I can finally just chillax and not have to worry about exams. So let's get this one over and done with. Just gonna do some last minute reading over the notes and get the mind in the right place, and we'll see you on the other side. Oh my goodness, so that's done. The pharmacology exam is done. That was a brutal 2 hours, not gonna lie. Oh, I don't want to think about it because man, that was a really challenging exam, and a couple of the answers I put in were a bit sketchy, but don't want to think about it anymore because it doesn't matter. We finished the year, or finished the academic year at least. Still got a little bit of clinic to go, but oh my goodness, I'm just happy that's over because man, that was a stressful exam season. But oh, I don't know. Gonna go for a drive now. Take my mind off things. The weather's a little bit awful, but that's all right. Let's just look forward to the summer holidays. Begin the relaxation period. Oh, far out.
Turn your spirit to a dove, oh, ooh, your spirit up above, oh, ooh.